Rock Rage. This thing on. RockRageRadio.com. Facemelter. Right here, back from the pit, once again at the Whistle Palladium 18th Annual New England Metal and Hardcore Festival. It's To Our Corruption and to our domain at RockRageRadio.com. And I feel like I'm with an old friend. It's fucking cool, people. Brock Lindow, vocalist, 36 Crazyfists from Anchorage, Alaska. Found him up at the puck hockey table, checking out the merch, drinking some Yangling, brother. So, for those that don't know, me and Brock go back a little bit. Not that we're pen pals, but I lived in Anchorage for a little while. I met you, actually. Do you remember Bangor? You played with 18 Visions and Killswitch. Yep. That was the first time I met you. I told you I was going to move to Alaska.
Yep.
Work at K-Whale. Yep. Interviewed you in the studio. Interviewed you at Meltdown a couple times.
Yep.
And, first time I've seen him since then.
It's been a few years, for sure.
Yeah. You guys played Portland, Maine last year. I was stuck at Rock on the Range, and Brock just told me on the way down here, this is your very first time, 18 years playing New England Metal and Hardcore Festival.
Yeah, we never got the invite, so better late than never. Thanks for the invite.
That's cool. Look, the one time you did, is the one time you played it you just tell me about?
That was a different metal fest. I don't even know what it was. It was just like two different tours meeting up, and they did a fest for it. And Machine Head was the headliner on our tour, and Manowar was the headliner on the other side. So
what was that like, Manowar?
It was strange because we played right before. I said Immolation earlier. I was wrong. Okay. It was Immortal.
What?
Yeah. So there was a bunch of
right before Immortal.
Yeah, and there's like tons of face painters in front of us that were not stoked that we were playing. But there was a band actually that we loved called Hotwire from California, who were more like a surf rock, Rage Against the Machine type of thing. They got it way worse than us, so we look like Slayer compared to them. So,
that's awesome.
But that was the only fest. But I played him probably 10 times over my career, but never played the festival. All right. So stoked to be here.
Welcome to Metal Fest, dude.
Yeah.
It's about freaking time.
Yeah.
By the way, we just played on the radio the song 11/24/11. I played Also Am I a lot and a few other songs, but I dig the groove on that one right there. Nice. It's just, you got to dance to it. Time and Trauma. Pick up the new CD. It's been out about a year or so.
Yeah, a little over a year now.
So let's get it right out. Bruins. What happened to the Bruins?
Well, the Bruins pretty much tanked right at the end of the season. I mean, literally, they were in firm placement for the playoffs, and then let's see, it was between the Bruins, the Red Wings, and the Flyers. Red Wings kept winning, we kept losing, and then we just won. Came down to the last game. You guys lost to Ottawa, and we beat Detroit, I believe. So
tell the peeps, how did you become a Flyers fan?
Well, I was born and raised in Anchorage, and we don't have a pro team other than the Aces, which is the ECHL. But my dad, everyone loved the Oilers in the 80s, and I did also. But my dad told me that the Flyers were like the tough guys, and this is Broad Street Bullies era. You know, I was born in '75. Year they won the Cup. I loved Halloween. They were orange and black. Who knows? But that's basically my love for the team. Started as a young kid, and I've been just probably the most diehard Flyers fan.
Is that when Ron Hextall?
Well, I love Ronnie H, but he wasn't. He wasn't in the. He's more in the '80s, late '80s, '90s. But I'm a huge hockey guy. And
are you still moonlighting, doing the hockey media thing on like various sites and whatnot?
Do the blog called Snipe City on Metal Insider with the puck hockey guys.
Okay, so Metal Insider, right?
Yeah, Metal Insider. We do.
That's a good site. They put out a lot.
Yeah, Bram's an old friend of mine, and so yeah, we have fun.
Do you want your metal info and you want your hockey update? Brock's your guy right here.
Get over there, Metal Insider.
Live radio, moving some gear. Puck hockey merch. That's on Facebook. Do you know the site?
Puckhockey.com is their
HCKY.
HCKY, yeah, puckhcky.com. They're an apparel company, and they're sponsored shoot. They also got a Dave Ellefson line, Megadeth.
Oh, do they?
They have a couple pro hockey players. I think Marian Hossa and Tatar of Red Wings. I forget what Tatar's first name is.
Okay, so they're diversified.
Yeah.
You're like their spokesman.
And I'm just we're the Alaskan
You're just a
fan
squirrel
version of
looking for
that.
a nut?
Exactly. I was already doing the blog by myself.
Right.
And then Bram said, hey, there's this guy out of Detroit that owns a hockey apparel company that would like to collaborate with you if you're interested. So I met Matt. He knew twice as much about the other parts of the league that I did.
Really?
He's real stat-oriented.
Gotcha.
So I was like, well, that's a great inclusion of my blog. So, because beginning of my blog is all about my band. It's not even hockey related. And then I get into some other things. And so it was good to have his incorporation of it. So just kind of became friends over the last couple of years. And they started making this really cool collaboration merch with us. And yeah, man, I see the shirts every night at the shows. And it's really cool.
Check it out, people. Puck Hockey. Touring with Killswitch Engage right now. Amazing new Killswitch record.
Absolutely.
Memphis May Fire and Tooth Grinder also on the bill.
Yeah.
Tour's going well.
Yeah,
You
it's
played
incredible.
Binghamton last night?
Yep, Binghamton last night. It was awesome. I've never been to Binghamton before, and I guess that's southern New York. Yeah, so that was cool. Saw a bear on the drive up, black bear drinking out of the water.
Nice.
Yeah, no, that was cool. And
And you and Killswitch go way back.
yeah, absolutely. You know,
Like we said, I think it was 03 when you played up in Bangor with them.
yeah, and we did Europe together for both of our first times in 2000. So we go way back with those guys, and we've actually been out on our record for a year and a half, even though it only came out last February. We started supporting it earlier in 2014, and so this is the final tour for us on this cycle. We've been out the whole time except for a few weeks at Christmas and New Year's. So it's time for us to go back home after this.
Always been road dogs. So.
Yeah, I mean it's how we make our money, and there's not a lot of money to be made. So if you're not on the road working, you're not making it. So that's what we do. And
If you didn't get the memo on this, 36 always been pretty huge in Europe. And check this out. Right before we came out, Brock's like talking to some peeps. I'm like, sorry, we got to do an interview. Fans from Holland. Their two favorite bands, Pearl Jam and 36. They've seen Pearl Jam like 80 times.
yeah, they're crazy Pearl Jam fans, and
They traveled here just to see 36.
Very cool.
From
Very cool
Holland.
people. I'm not sure if Pearl Jam's playing around. It might be one bird, two stones, or whatever. What is it? Two birds, one stone?
Yeah.
Did I say that wrong? I probably did. I've been drinking a lot on this tour.
But that's how badass 36 is live. So if you guys have never seen this band live, they're not going to be touring much longer, but next time out, I suggest you do so. You guys are 6 albums deep, so probably we're not going to see another record for like another year or so.
Well, hopefully it'll come out early next year, February or so.
Oh, okay.
We're almost done with it, so we hope to be in the studio by August, and that's the plan. And we've got it better than half done right now. Probably only going to do 10 songs, to be honest. So,
Dude, on a personal level, I just want to say, because I left K-Whale and I was kind of just living out my last few years in Anchorage, planning on moving back here.
Yeah.
Titan and Stakers, when that came out,
like that one.
got me through a rough time.
Okay, good.
I mean, that Titan and Stakers highly recommend that record, as well as all the records, but
Yeah, cool.
just good stuff.
Those are all getting me through hard times. Those records, all these albums. That's what it's for
Dude,
for me.
love you guys so much.
man.
What do we have for time? We got time. Mr. Murder, All Hail the Yeti. What's the name of that record?
Screams of a Black Wilderness.
Is it their only album?
No.
Oh.
They got a couple.
Oh, okay.
Screams from a Black Wilderness, a dark wilderness. I should know that.
You do vocals on Mr. Murder.
Yeah.
On that one.
Yep, those are our dear friends, and
From Portland, Oregon?
no, they're from. Actually, they say Hollywood, California, but it's they're mostly from Canada.
Oh.
Edmonton, Vancouver. One guy from LA, but they live in LA. So, but they're our Canadian brothers, and love them to death. They went to Europe with us earlier last year, and
Kind of like stonery.
yeah, stoner metal. Funny enough, Connor, the singer, and I have been best friends for so long. He used to be in a band called Time Is the Enemy, and they toured with us back in 2002 with Chimera and God Forbid. And so we go way back with those guys. And Mr. Murder is a song about our dear friend Matt, who just recently passed away, who was the drummer in Time Is the Enemy. So anyway, that's
Check
a
that out.
special track that I was lucky to be on. And there's a lot of pretty girls around here. Wow. Metal Fest, get down here.
Check out the ladies. Speaking of Portland, who's living in Anchorage? Who's living in Portland? What's going on right now?
Just me in Anchorage. All the boys are in Portland still. We moved there in '97.
Yeah.
I moved back in 2003, and that's my home. And it was their home too, but they all got married up and girlfriends and things like that. And
It's a long winter up in Anchorage, but I still miss it.
Yeah, no, it is for sure. But it's just one of those places I think that
Everyone needs to visit it at least once in their life.
Yeah, they should. East Coast could relate to it a lot. You know, it's similar landscapes in certain areas. You know, got a lot more mountains, but
It freaked me out though when I first lived there, and I'm driving to work and the mountain's right there.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? It's stunning. So
it's just a city put in the middle of mountains. Really,
it's amazing. Let's see what else. Ex-Ambassadors track, Renegades, right? You guys have that available for download right now?
Right. Yep. Just came out a week or so ago. Just want to do a cover to kind of let our fans know that we're working on a record and to promote something during this tour, which was kudos to Spine Farm, our label. At the end of a record cycle, I've never had a label want to put more money on something, and you know they did. So they've been the best experience for us.
They know what they're doing because they get these guys right here.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah, we have the two guys. So yeah, we didn't know the band Ex-Ambassadors, and it wasn't like our pick. We were gonna do Alice in Chains, We Die Young, or Maggie May by Rod Stewart. We had a bunch of things. We were gonna do a Maiden song. We were gonna do Under the Blade by Twisted Sister. We had a whole list of things, and then our A&R guy Darren was just like, "Man, beg you guys, just try this
See if it crosses over or something.
And we were like, "Nah, we're not gonna do that. We don't," because we always have this rule that we don't do a cover of a band that's currently like.
It's got to be
You
kind
know
of
what I mean?
classic.
Yeah. So, anyway, we're like, for once in our career, we're about to be 22 years
Try
old.
something different.
Let's just listen to these guys. They have a job for
Sure.
a reason, maybe. I
They're
don't know.
paying for it, so right?
So we tried it, and when I first heard the song, I was like, yeah, it's cool. It's got a catchy chorus, but it's the same the whole song.
Yeah.
And it's got 40 million hits on YouTube or some shit. So, sorry.
That's all right.
And so we decided to do it, and we made all these different pieces, and we made it kind of ours. And at the end of it, I mean, we finished recording it in like a few hours. By 3 a.m, we were all shrunk and like doing backup vocals and having fun, and it was really fun to do. And then we put it out there, and it's been really positive.
All
I
right,
mean,
so-
we're not playing it live, but if it got some legs, maybe we would. But it was just for fun.
All right, check it out, Facebook page, 36 page. It's right there, Renegades. You can download that.
Yeah.
Time and Trauma. Highly suggest you pick up the latest 36 record. It's on Spine Farm Records. And I'm going to do one more from the record block. Gathering Bones, one of my favorites. Can you set the song up first a little bit? What's this one about?
Gathering Bones is actually is kind of like a memoir to my growing up in Alaska and the weird thing about young people passing away early up there. Like we had like several friends, not only in this band. We had a bass player pass away. Our old guitar player that was in the band before 36 with me passed away, and just throughout high school, lots of people. There's not a lot to do. There's a heavy drinking, and there's kids huffing gas. There's all this weird stuff there. A lot of depression. So it's just a strange story about how I've been to a lot of funerals, and a lot of people have now at this age. But we did a lot as young people, and so that song is kind of about that weird little lame aura around Alaska.
It's a powerful song. Check it out right now, rockrageradio.com. We'll wrap it up with this one. Gathering Bones, 36 Crazyfists, Brock Lindow. From 36, Facemelter here at New England Metal and Hardcore Festival on To Our Corruption, to our domain, rockrageradio.com.